Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Death Battle, and, well, for Persona 3 coming out soon, I figured I might as well take care of this one. We got the Ice Princess Weiss from Ruby taking on the Queen of Execution, Mitsuru Kurijo. I think I said that name right, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, I haven't played Persona 3 yet, so... And though I didn't play Portable yet, either, so... I kind of wanted to just save it for reloads, so... Anyway, let's see which of these Ice Queens win. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's go. Just Persona, you wielder. This ought to be fun. Yeah. The Death Battle card game. I was thinking about that, you know? Here we go.
They're as cold as ice. They're willing to sacrifice.
Today, we're pitting together two queens of ice born into powerful, if troubled, families.
Weiss Schnee, heiress to the Schnee Dust Company and member of the Huntress Team Ruby.
And Mitsuru Kirijo, heiress to the Kirijo group and member of the Persona-wielding Seas.
Yep.
He's with
Seas versus Huntress. Here we go.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Here we go. First up, welcome back to Remnant.
The world of Remnant is known for many things. The
this is
vicious
actually my last
creatures called
Ruby fight I
Grimm,
need to
the
cover.
hunters and huntresses committed to fighting them, and the Schnee family.
Who's dad's a
kinda
jerk?
like royalty, and their princess is Weiss Schnee. As the heiress to the family company, she grew up in a pretty cold
Well,
home.
it's winter, but
Pun
she
intended.
left
The
for
Schnee
the
family
military.
expected a
which-
lot from Weiss. It was considered
Mostly dad.
essential that she live up to their highly influential name.
Too bad for them, she had her own plans.
Rejecting her father's wishes to remain at home, Weiss left to attend Beacon Academy and train to become a huntress, literally putting the W in Team Ruby. Within just a year, Weiss established her own name for herself, saving the kingdom on
She
more than
did
one
have a
occasion,
bit of an ego,
and doing
though.
so with her trusty blade,
What do you expect with the
Mirtanaster.
Schnee family?
And that's McHugh. Merc Nasty here is a multi-action rapier with a 3-foot-long blade. But guess what? It's also a gun! Instead of a plain old crossguard, it's got a 6-slot revolver-style chamber that Weiss fills with bullets colored like the rainbow.
Well,
I think
they're
that's
not
mostly just
exactly
dust.
bullets. They are vials of dust, which she can fire to
Not
enhance her
actual
weapon
dust.
and
It's a
skills. Ironically, the Schnee Dust Company is by far one of the largest producers and exporters of dust.
Though, as Blake
Wait,
would put it,
They sell dust? I got a ton of that shit covering the bookshelf in my trailer. I could sell it and finally have enough money to buy a second bookshelf. Just farm, here I come.
No,
Not that
kind of
dust.
In the world
Think
of
of the
Remnant,
magic
dust
stone.
is an energy source, often used to fuel vehicles, androids, and weapons. Wait, you have books?
When did I say anything about books?
fair enough.
Well, long story short,
Yeah, though, let's be known, Schnee family, not that great. As I think Blake put it, they had some pretty bad human labor problems. Like, I think they could, compared to the slavery, I think. That it could have been just Blake, I don't know. I haven't really watched Ruby in a long time, so you guys did as good as mine. Anyway, back to it.
there are 4 main types of dust: air, lightning, fire, and water.
And Weiss likes to mix water and air together for her favorite, ice dust.
And that is why they call you the Ice Queen.
She can
Yeah,
also
in
attack
the name,
with
too.
fire, launch a windstorm, block attacks with barriers, and many, many other techniques.
Those
Needless
are
to say,
to the glyphs.
Mirtanaster is a surprisingly versatile weapon.
She also uses dust to boost her semblance, which is basically her X-Men superpower.
Pretty
Weiss
much.
gets hers from her family line and can do a bunch of stuff with it.
She can make glyphs on surfaces or in the air, each with a different color denoting its ability. Black glyphs hold things in place, while white ones propel things forward. Also, by infusing glyphs with dust, she can manipulate their effects. For example, a touch of lightning dust lets her dilate time, dramatically increasing her speed.
Or even better, she can use
Bullshit,
the glyphs
grab
to
'em.
summon monsters to aid her in battle, Beastmaster style. Like this crazy boar, a giant killer wasp, and the Armagigas.
Which literally translates to giant armor in Latin, so fitting.
That works.
Damn, just imagine how great her family could be if they all didn't hate each other. Unlimited
That's
dust,
mostly
giant
the father's
bodyguards
fault,
you could
you know?
summon any time, and they'd never be stuck with warm beer.
Unfortunately, the Schnee family does suffer from some rocky relationships, with the exception of Weiss and her older sister, Winter.
Wait, go back. Is her dad Colonel Sanders?
I guess there's a certain resemblance.
Yeah, you can definitely see it with the mustache.
KF Schnee? No wonder they're so rich.
Where did you get that chicken?
Yeah, what'd you get
What?
that?
You don't carry pocket chicken?
Not really, no.
So, back on topic, Weiss has a very
previously in
powerful and
battle,
versatile
those
ability, and like
Still
most
person.
semblances,
Bro.
it's powered by her aura.
Which is like an invisible shield around her body. She's basically unkillable while it's up.
Though the aura itself isn't indestructible, it can be depleted after taking a lot of damage and needs time to restore itself. Without it, she cannot use her semblance, and she's much more vulnerable.
But that aura is pretty friggin' tough. It was just enough to take a full-on hit from a geyser of lava.
Lava can reach temperatures up to
Just
1200
enough,
degrees Celsius, enough to melt iron.
Sounds-
And during a food fight of all things, she was thrown into a pillar so hard it was obliterated.
Hey, Wiz, I've been in a few
Are
food
we sure that
fights in
wasn't
my
just the
time,
animation
and
style?
that shit gets intense. And that one's tame by comparison.
But greatest of all, with a combination of ice and her aura, she survived riding atop a speeding train crashing through concrete. By measuring the diameter of the resulting hole and applying the values of fragmentation, this means Weiss survived an impact equal to over 7 tons of TNT.
But it's not
Pretty
just
close.
Weiss that's tough. Her glyphs are strong enough to catapult the Armagigas. And with her ice powers, she's knocked around a giant mech built for fighting Godzilla-sized Grim.
Compared to the height of her teammate nearby, it appears she
Thank you, Ruby.
created over 2,000 metric tons of ice. Obviously, that much ice doesn't fit into 2 vials of dust. She's likely using the ocean as a base to exert fusion energy and vaporization energy on the nitrogen in the air, thereby freezing
Sounds
it like
right.
so. At most, this would require over 900 billion joules of energy, equivalent to detonating around 230 tons of TNT.
That's a lot
Wow,
of TNT.
no wonder she could push that big old robot around. Plus, Weiss can also move super quick, dodging missiles and even hitting bullets out of the air.
And with time dilation, she can stay nearly untouchable while taking out her opponents in the blink of an eye.
Like that old saying, float like an inner tube on a lazy
quarter.
river and sting like your pee in the morning.
Please go to a doctor. Throughout her journey, Weiss has overcome all sorts of dangers, but her most difficult task may have been the moment her father cut her out of the family, leaving her financially broke and dismissed from her birthright.
Ah, boo-hoo, no more allowance. Still,
that
she's
three?
powered through and made a name for herself as a huntress. With the Ruby team at her back, I think she's found the family she truly belongs to.
Amen.
I'm more than a name.
Yeah, actually, the reason why she got cut off, from what I remember, or at least from, yeah, let's just say Papa Schnee, not a fan. Just do the dick. Like, no two ways about it. Just a giant asshole. But enough about Schnee. How about we go check out Kirijo, aka the Persona user, Mitsuru. So, yeah, I'll try to input every now and again, but I gotta say, I think this is their only Persona battle. At least I think. I wonder if they're gonna do, like, say, a triple threat with our 3 main boys. I would say 2 more, but I don't know if they got the wild card in them. I'll look it up later, but let's just get going. Let's check out Kirijo. Let's go, Mitsuru.
In the early 2000s, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Japan who didn't know of the Kirijo Group, a global conglomerate involved in nearly every aspect of daily life. And the heiress to this impressive company was a young girl named Mitsuru Kirijo.
But unknown to her, the family company was into some pretty sketchy stuff. Her grandpa started experimenting with some sort of mental world called the Mind Place.
Or more officially, the collective
collective
unconscious,
unconsciousness.
a realm connected to every living being's subconscious
Falma?
mind. And within the collective unconscious
I wonder if we'll see
dwells
Falma in
shadows,
Persona games again.
fragments of human psyche which
curious
often
now.
appear as malevolent monsters.
AKA the Shadows.
Basically demons.
Kind of. However, there's another sort more directly integrated with the minds of individual people,
Persona!
effectively becoming their shadow selves.
So some of them are demons who want to kill you, and some of them are demons who are part of your brain?
Close enough.
Dark
Well,
side.
Gramps tried to get
Think
the
about it.
shadows for himself, but as anyone who's tried to summon demons will tell you, don't do that.
Never
Trust me,
summon demons.
It never
Bad
works
idea.
out. And when it does, It doesn't.
You doomed
Chaos
the world!
Incarnate erupted. The resulting explosion from his experiment released the shadows into reality to prey on an unsuspecting populace, and unveiled the Tartarus, a citadel between worlds. The Earth was drastically changed with a new dark hour, an extra hour of time occurring at midnight.
Most folks didn't notice, though. The world basically freezes in time during the dark hour, including people. So nobody's got to pick
they're
up a
mostly
new
in the coffins
25-hour
from what I
clock.
remember
But
in
when
the
the
game.
hour runs up, everything continues like nothing happened.
Pretty
it's
much.
like getting an extra hour of secret sleep.
But
Though,
some people are
only
able
if
to
you're a
operate
Persona
during this
user.
hour, including Mitsuru, which she decided to take full advantage of.
Yeah, she felt pretty guilty about her family basically ruining everything and sending hundreds of murder monsters into the world. So she swore to fix her grandpappy's mess.
And while she's certainly skilled with a rapier thanks to her time in fencing club, a single sword would never be enough to combat the hordes of shadows. Luckily, her first experience with the Dark Hour helped her out in this regard.
Check it later.
That's one way to put it. She and her dad were almost murdered by spooky shadows.
But this event also led to an awakening. With the threat of death itself mere seconds away, Mitsuru dug deep within and found a new weapon.
I am the
Shadow Self.
Dark.
And that's how she
Persona.
became a person user.
Persona user.
Yeah,
That's
close.
what I said.
Thanks to this fateful night, Mitsuru can summon a manifestation of her personality known as a persona. This was Penthesilea, who would eventually evolve into her ultimate
Artemisia.
form, Artemisia.
Artie is the best non-imaginary friend you could ask for. She's got all sorts of powerful ice spells. She can heal Mitsuru's wounds. She can drain someone's energy and add it to Mitsuru's own. And she can blow people up with
Megadolan.
It's a big purple kaboom that ignores special defenses. Anyway,
Almighty attack.
And to top it all off, she's got a kinky ice whip.
While Artemisia cannot
that's
really
mostly
be
Artemisia.
killed, she
Mitsuru
does
usually
have
uses
her
the
limits.
rapier.
When a persona is overtaxed or takes too much damage, it becomes broken and unusable for a short time.
And since Artemisia is technically part of Mitsuru's mind, when the persona gets hurt, so does she.
But this connection
You see
also
it.
grants Mitsuru her own set of
Understandable.
special powers. She's physically superior to most others. She can also sense the locations of people and layouts of buildings through analytical clairvoyance.
Oh, yeah, she was
She's
the
also
navigator
immune to ice
before,
and the
you know,
cold,
you-
so I'm not really sure
before
why she
the
needs that giant fur
Yukari.
coat.
Everyone needs a good fur coat, Wiz. Come on.
I guess. It is a pretty nice coat.
It does look pretty dope.
Anyway, Mitsuru wasn't going into battle alone. She gathered a team of Persona users to form the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad,
Cs.
or Cs, which is much easier to say. The team set out to explore Tartarus, combat the shadows, and put an end to the Dark Hour, while also scoring some extra credit because it was technically an after-school club.
Japanese schools are way more hardcore than ours.
And with a
Eh,
team at her back, Mitsuru
game with
needed
the
a
Dark
tool
Hour.
to
Thanks,
reliably
Pitbull.
summon personas with. And so came the Evoker, which might be a little disturbing to some people, so fair warning.
Yeah, it looks just like a gun, and that's kind of the point. The idea is to use the gun to create an extremely traumatic experience similar to how Mitsuru first evoked her own persona.
Specifically, this is accomplished by aiming the thing at your face and pulling the
Here,
trigger.
here,
Yeah, that's
doesn't really
definitely
matter.
not how guns are supposed to work.
Questionable concepts aside, Mitsuru and her persona are an absolute terror on the battlefield.
Oh, God!
Okay, from what I remember, each of the Persona games that we know of have like its theme. Like, okay, I'm gonna go back up here. 3 was more about death, which was the main problem of the game. 4 was seeking out the truth behind a fog, hence, you know, the cards. 5 was more like, you know, removing the mask. So I think it actually, you know, depends on the game itself. Like, remember, 3 was more about overcoming death or something like that, since the avatar of Death, Nyx, was going to come down once all the main shadows were done. You know, tarot cards and all. So I guess with the Invoker, they're kind of like saying, like, Death, I'm not afraid of you. Bang, persona. At least that's what I'm thinking. What happened? Like I said, it's been a while since I looked up at anything revolving around personas, so it's the best test I got, okay? Anyway,
God! Did she just cut off that thing's dick?
Yes, she did, Boomstick, and
I
it
think
was
that's
a
just a
goddamn
sword.
cannon.
Thank
Oh,
you.
the horror, but also cannon dick.
Mitsuru is
Don't
quick
do
enough
that.
to dodge gunfire, Heck,
Arcana
another
Justice.
Persona user is even fast enough to
Hey,
outrun a
Naruto.
bullet fired by a Magnum.
Those usually have a muzzle velocity of over 360 meters per second.
And Personas can move even faster. Naoto's could react to and catch an arrow in
Isn't it just
milliseconds.
Makoto?
And Mitsuru has defeated her in battle.
But hey, how about that
remember.
time
Was
Mitsuru
the
and her
kid
whole team
Minato
survived
or
an
Makoto?
explosion that totally
remember the movie
wrecked
was
this whole
Makoto.
bridge? Now, in my humble opinion, using my very own handcrafted munitions measurement chart, I'd say
Michael
this
Bay.
blast falls somewhere in the range of, oh shit, we're dead.
Interesting, but let's use some real
Yeah,
science
please.
now.
This is real science. I tested explosions and their real effects on real people, just like you would. I'm
Wait,
a real
real?
scientist now.
But that's...
Meh.
Wait, real people?
What do you mean by that?
Boomstick?
Where are the interns?
Where are the interns?
Hey, look, I got you that coat that you wanted.
Where'd you even get that?
Oh, thank you! Oh, it's so soft.
So are the interns.
What? I
But
heard that.
hey, Wiz, there's
What
one
are we-
more math thing you gotta do. By working with another Persona user, Yukari,
Yukari?
Mitsuru helped freeze up this giant, creepy puppet monster.
Well, again, taking nitrogen into account as it comprises 70% of air's makeup, we can apply its required fusion energy and vaporization energy. To find this feat would need an energy output equal to 60 kilotons of TNT. Though this can't all be attributed to Mitsuru, as she did have help.
That's
Thank you,
still a hell of a
Yukari.
lot of ice. Mitsuru and Artemisia sure make a powerful pair.
And even after successfully ending the Dark Hour and redeeming her family name, Mitsuru continued battling for people everywhere, one shadow at a time.
This appears to be just the beginning.
I think it was mostly just to honor Makoto, who, like I said, had to become the seal to prevent Nyx, aka the god of death, from arriving on Earth. Yeah, they did gloss over a lot of the story. Which, well, like I said, I just remember from like the playthroughs I watched, so I never really experienced the game myself, so that in the movies, so yeah. Makoto did a lot of the work, I guess. I mean, remember, he is the wild card, you know? Anyway, so it's time to see which of these Ice Queens actually win. Will it be the Shinee or Kirijo? It's gonna be interesting, but if I have to take a pick, considering one's just tons, one's kilotons, I'm going Mitsuru. You know? Plus, I think she does have a way to heal up and retain energy, so there's that. Anyway, let's get this battle going. Careful, it's so cold. Here we go. Oh, huh. This is a sparring match? Oh, okay, I can't tell anymore. Hey, oh.
Such good form. You fight with a sense of ease.
I tried.
Thank you, but flattery will get you nowhere.
Alright. Yep. Whew. Whoa! Got through the god there. Nice try. Thank you. Thanks for the boost. I want to try something different.
Fighting me with ice? Ironic. And a waste of time. Artemisia!
Oh! Whew. Man, that's some long reach on that whip. Oh! Yeah, no. Yeesh. Oh! Whew. Nice touch.
Don't touch me, Ice Queen. Huh. So that's what it's like.
Yeah, no, that's just you anymore. Nice interference. Uh-oh. Kirijo caught. Ooh. Yeah, those summons are gonna be up. Ooh! Ow. Yeah. Oh. See ya. Nice try, though. Oh, here comes the guy, Armagigas. Here we go. Ace for ace. Go. Oh! Uh-oh. Whew. Ah. Ooh. That one hurt.
As annoying as this was, I have to admit, you fought valiantly. But now you'll fall by my own hand.
I can do this on my own.
Artemisia! No mercy!
I can told him. Uh-oh. Aura's gone. Serious.
How strong are you?
Long story. Let's just say I got a lot.
Strong enough.
And Artemisia's back. Shit. See? Sorry, Weiss. You just had more. Not enough to give. Sayonara. Oof. Au revoir.
KO! Well, Wiz, I'm glad we got these coats, because that was cool.
Rose.
Weiss was incredibly skilled. Her versatility certainly proved a challenge for Mitsuru,
True.
and she held a decent advantage in speed thanks to time dilation. Though to be
Yeah,
fair,
relatively similar.
Mitsuru's analytical clairvoyance meant it would have been pretty difficult for Weiss to get the jump on her. Plus, Naota's
Remember,
persona
she
had to
wasn't-
move around Mach 7 to catch that arrow in such a short amount of time, so Artemisia must
was
be
Naoto's,
capable of
though.
similar speeds.
Yeah, but slowing down time seems like an instant win move, doesn't it?
In some ways, yes, but we look for who can win the most
True.
matches overall, not just a couple times out of 1,000 possibilities thanks to one good move.
Yeah, even though Weiss had plenty of attack options, Mitsuru's defenses were just too strong. Like how she completely canceled Weiss's ice attacks.
This presented a unique problem for Weiss, who has
Remember,
always
that's
been
her
fairly reliant
speciality.
on ice techniques. She was forced to use dust, which she has less experience with.
Plus, Weiss and her summons have never dealt damage anywhere close to that oh shit we're dead explosion that Mitsuru survived. By taking the diameter of the blast here and comparing it to real-life nukes, then considering how far Mitsuru was from the center of it, she took a hit worth over 21 tons of TNT. Definitely
Yeah, no
higher than
kidding.
Weiss's 7-ton train feat.
Frankly, Mitsuru's survivability and power output outclassed Weiss. Even if we cut her major ice feat in half since she was aided by Yukari, Mitsuru
Sorry.
still output 130 times more
This was
energy than
before
Weiss when she
Artemisia.
attacked
Remember,
that
that
mech.
was the original.
But numbers aren't everything, right?
Sure, there's always a new way to look at things. For instance, Weiss's arsenal was limited by her aura and dust supply, while Mitsuru had no such
Yeah,
constraint
true.
on her own powers.
It takes a long time to restore aura, and remember, when a persona gets broken, it can just come back a few seconds later.
Which was extremely useful, as Artemisia could heal Mitsuru at any time, undoing whatever progress Weiss had made.
Oh man, what an ice-cold move!
While Weiss's
Pretty
speed
much.
and versatility
Nice
put up a
jackets,
good
guys.
fight, Mitsuru's greater defense, raw
Why do I
power,
remind of
and
Krilla to
unreliable
build like
arsenal
that? I don't
proved
know
too
why.
much for the Huntress.
She had no chance.
The winner is Mitsuru Kirijo.
Yep, Seas beats the Huntress, and, well, considering one could heal, one could not, yeah, fair enough. I mean, remember, Weiss had to go on the attack, since, not really a lot of recovery options, Like, her semblance couldn't heal herself. I mean, Aura could, but that can only go so far. Remember? And Mitsuru had a lot of powerful spells, and those healing options actually had a lot of help. So honestly, yeah, it was pretty much a win for Mitsuru. Sorry, Weiss. Just got out frozen. Or just couldn't take the cold. Anyway, till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.